Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Apparently, I have to do the intro today.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, I'm not used to that because we usually do it the other way around, and that's my comfort zone.
I can do the intro if you'd like.
But anyway, yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this thing we do on a Sunday. And we have a guest today. It is the other way around, Angela.
Hi, everyone.
From Angela's Vintage Shop on YouTube and Instagram. And today we're going to talk about all things vintage business. So
yeah, I was saying earlier, it's fascinating to me because I've only ever seen you on our big telly in the living room. We've never spoken before, so I'm pleased to meet you firstly, and looking forward to finding a little bit more about your business.
Isn't it funny, like how you've never seen me on the on the small screen, but I've seen you all the time on the big screen as you've seen me. Yeah, so it feels like I've known you for a long time.
Exactly. Yeah, God, isn't it? So if the viewers who are watching live, if you are in the live stream, please comment, please say hello. And if you've got any questions for Angela as we go, you tend to try and keep an eye on the questions. If we miss them, pop them in again, and we will try and get onto those as we go. What we like to do is say a few hellos, if you don't mind, and we'll quickly say a few hellos. See who was in first. James, always a highlight of our Sunday. Thank you. It's lovely. Will is in. Love a bit of Sunday sanity in a world of madness.
Wow. If we're the sanity, then
if we're the sanity,
the world of madness.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you. Tara's with us. Anastasia is in. Welcome. Joe. Mam Studio, welcome. There's Sharon. Good evening, everyone. Looking forward to tonight's chat. Thank you. Anne is with us. Fluffy Muffin. There's Porky. Good to see you. Hope you're all well. Right, I'm going to whiz to the bottom because we've got lots to talk about. There's Derek.
There's Luke, Waters Clobber.
I missed Waters Clobber. Where? There. Excellent. Good to see you. I was watching Simon's stream before. Simon's doing a big 5,000 sub giveaway, and I had to dip out before he drew the last couple of prizes, so I have no idea who's won the last couple.
Did you win anything?
No. Well, not as far as I'm aware.
Oh, can you see the comments, Angela?
Yes, I can see them. That's why I'm smiling.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Luli says, I love you, Angela.
We've got Angela's fans in with us.
Good. Yeah.
Right, so do you want to tell us who you are and what you do?
So, hi everyone, I'm Angela from Angela's Vintage Shop, and I sell vintage home decor. That's my niche. I started a little over 3 years ago. Before that, I was selling handmade on Etsy, and I was making hand-painted peg dolls. And because they were personalized and it took a lot of effort and time into making those, it just felt like a lot of work. And I thought it would be nice to sell something that I don't have to make myself. So it seemed so much easier to sell vintage at that time. I didn't know, obviously, how much work goes into this. So that's when I decided to switch from handmade to vintage. I already loved going to cargo sales. I was just buying for myself because, I've always loved the bargain, and I loved going charity shopping. And I saw this opportunity, and that's when I started. I started on Etsy, as I said, because I was familiar with the platform. I don't sell on eBay as you guys do. I think, from the same reason as you don't sell on other platforms. It's just you're not familiar, and you just stay where you know how things work, and
you just get comfortable with things, don't you?
Yeah. And I think it worked for me for a while. After a while, I moved on my website because I noticed that I could drive my own traffic, my own buyers, and I wasn't relying on the traffic that Etsy was bringing me, and their fees are quite high.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I mainly sell on my website through Instagram. So yeah, Instagram helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Not
So
from the beginning.
why did you choose vintage? What was it something that you just loved already? So
yeah, as I said, I was going to car boot sales and I was seeing all these things, but you know how many things you can buy for yourself. You can't fill your home with so much stuff. And I knew someone on Facebook who was selling vintage, and that's when the idea sparked in my head that I could do that. I knew this person from a Facebook group about Etsy. She is from the United States, but yeah, I think I was inspired by this person. So yeah, that's how I decided. So yeah, in the beginning, I didn't know much about vintage. Only, I was seeing things. I thought they were pretty. Now looking back, I wasn't making the best decisions when I was buying stuff. I still have things that I bought 3 years ago, and yeah, I don't like them.
I think that's the same for everyone, and you just have to start. We get inspired by other people, and you just have to start and make all of the mistakes. We've made all the mistakes you've made, I'm sure, and more.
Yes.
You just have to chalk that down to learning. And if you don't make mistakes, you can't learn. So it's part of the process. It really is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so exciting in the beginning, and you just buy everything because you see potential in everything, and then you realize not everything has potential.
That's so true. It's so true, and it's lovely to hear you being honest about that, because we all make those mistakes. We genuinely do.
I think we still do. We still tend to go for the stuff we like, and then not always is it worth something.
Doesn't always work out.
No.
We need to say thank you to Dave. You are so kind. Dave has sent a super chat. He says, Sundays are great when you guys are on after all these years. Thank you both for all the vlogs too on both of your channels. Thank you so much.
Dave.
So amazingly, you've answered half of my questions with the intro. So I did note down, do you have a booth as well, like a space where you can sell?
Yeah, recently I got over 2 booths. So I started with one. I get very excited about things. When I get a new idea, I just can't wait. So when I decided that I want to have a booth, I went and I talked at 2 antique centers, and I thought, whenever one of them will tell me that they have anything available, I will go with them. So I got a booth at one of them, and then after a month, the other one told me that they had a space available, and I decided to go with both of them because I had the stock. I always buy more than I can sell. So
tell us a bit about that. How are they going? I mean, as you know, we've just started a tiny weeny one of our own, but how's it going for you? What advice would you give on that?
It started great. I think because everything was new there. So everyone who was coming there was excited to see what was there. And I had so many sales in the first month, and then it slowed down. But I think because it was summer, and I think it's true that sales are slower on summer, not only online, but only in physical spaces. I think that's why. So I decided to wait until January and then draw a conclusion. I don't have that much time yet. I started at the first one at the end of May, so June, let's say, from June, and then at the second one from July. So I only have a couple, 3 months. So I don't think that's relevant yet. So yeah, if it will continue like now, I don't know if it will be worth my time, honestly. Maybe I will have to switch some strategies. I don't know, to change the stock. And
that's kind of what we're doing. We're trying to figure out what people want, what sells. We are planning to take on another small one so I can put this sort of stuff in: toys, games, vintage board games, action figures, all of that, and see if that's sells better or worse. And we're going to have 2. So just like you, we're just trying to find out. We're trying to learn, Give it
How
a
is
go.
your booth going so far?
Sorry?
How is your booth going so far?
Well, week one, we don't know yet, because I think it's every 2 weeks they tell us how much exactly we've made.
Oh, you don't see every day? You see it only?
Yeah, they send you an email like every 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, I see.
But we've been down a couple of times. We've noticed some gaps, so things are selling.
We know things are selling, and we did take some photographs of the shelves, so we know a few things that have gone, and a lot of the records have sold. I put a bunch of vinyl records in there. We know those are sold, but we don't know the numbers yet.
See, that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought to put vinyl records in my booth, but
Yeah,
I think people buy those actually. So
Vinyl is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, I think before giving up, I will try different things. So to see.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, it looks absolutely stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, that antique center is in a more remote area. It's like an industrial area. It's not, you would go there just for this. It's not like, oh, I was in the area. Let's just go in and see what they have here. It's
Right.
like kind of, yeah. So,
And
but
where are you based in where are you based in the country, so people know?
I'm in Sheffield.
Sheffield, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how far away is the center?
Yeah, this one is about 25 minutes away, and the second one is 15 minutes away. That one
It's
is
Harrison's, isn't it?
Yes, Harrison's,
Yeah.
and the second one is at El Cigar.
I think that Jill, True North Vintage, has just got a booth there.
Yeah, yeah, she told me. Mm-hmm.
It's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah.
You highlighted Gigi.
Yeah, I highlighted this because Gigi says, I'm obsessed with vintage and I want to learn more and buy more. Debating niching my vintage to be vintage items only or vintage inspired, but only once I know what I'm doing and buying. Well, you just got to dive in, really. Because, yeah, I mean, we came from sort of, when we first started on eBay, I was specializing in vintage toys. I wasn't doing like homeware or anything like that. It was really Edward that inspired me to start.
Yeah, Edward from Antiques Arena has an amazing channel.
We call him Edward. I know other people call him
Walter.
Walter.
He's so knowledgeable, and you certainly learned a lot from him and others online. So to Gigi, I would say follow Angela, for example, follow Edward, follow other people who know more than we do, and just learn, absorb that knowledge. But exactly what Angela said at the start, you just have to go out there and buy what you like, and then do the research from there. And that's the best way to learn, because you remember, if you buy something and make a mistake, you remember that. Also, if you buy something and make good profit on that, you will always remember that.
Always.
It's so much harder to learn from videos because it doesn't go in, it doesn't for me, but it is a good place to start.
Yeah, just don't make sure you don't spend too much in the beginning.
I just wanted to highlight Phil's thing here, which ties in. He said, early, we do words of wisdom at the end. And so this is what a wow is. He says, early wow. Wisdom is just making mistakes with the receipts kept.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, mistakes are how we learn, genuinely.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a couple of people say how much they like the paintings behind you.
Oh, thank you.
And I was going to point out as well, because you're a fantastic artist. Is that what you were doing on Etsy to start with? Was it like?
Yes, but it wasn't proper painting. So I was selling, they were like these wooden dolls, and I was personalizing them, like graduation peg dolls, and people wanted, I was painting them to look like the person who was receiving it as a gift, or people were ordering for as cake toppers for the wedding. So they were sending me pictures with the wedding dress and the bouquet, and I was painting those to look like the bride and the groom. And that's what I was doing.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't just the work. It's just like I have this thing. I always worried that they won't be happy with the final result. I was overthinking. So it was the thing that the fact that I was, with vintage, what you see is what you get. I saw that as a plus. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, way back, I went to art college and I did some work on commission when I left, and I found that so stressful. Being
Please.
paid on commission to create a work of art was so stressful for me. I could never go back to that. It was no.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand what you mean there. That's hard work.
Yeah. David asks, what do you use for your website host? I'm interested in using Instagram, but I'm not sure whether to use Vinted, like Andrea mentioned a few weeks ago.
So I used Shopify. I just thought that it was the easiest from my research. I didn't do lots of research. I just looked at a couple of YouTube videos, people comparing different platforms, and Shopify had the most pluses. So that's why I went with it. I wouldn't say it's very easy, like setting up a shop on Etsy. You have to put a little more work in it, but it's not like making it from scratch. So they have these templates and you personalize them. Like you choose the color of the background, you add your own logo, you choose like how you want the text to look, things like this. But yeah, it's not that hard, but you have to, if you don't know what you're doing, you can always watch a few tutorials on YouTube. That's what I did. It took me like a day or two, something like that, to set it up.
So is it a Shopify website or is it Shopify on another website? How does Shopify host the website?
So yeah, Shopify is like, so I bought the domain and yeah, Shopify is the website. I don't know how to explain that.
Okay. I didn't know if you could integrate that into a Wix website or something, because we used Wix.
No, so Shopify is like Wix. So
okay.
Yeah.
Right. I get you.
And there's also WooCommerce, I think, and other similar.
Oh, you can integrate it with Instagram, can't you? Do you do that?
Yes. Yeah, you can. I didn't do that. I just didn't want my posts to look too salesy, too professional, with those links. And yeah, if people are interested in buying something, I have the links in my profile and they can always go there. I thought it would put people off for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just going to scroll
so
down.
I was going to ask you about Instagram, actually, because you grew that quite quickly and you've got like 46,000 followers, haven't you, or something like that?
Yeah, I think I was
something like that. So how did that come about? How did that happen?
So that started, my account started growing almost 2 years ago, but I've had that account since I started, like over 3 years. I think it started to grow when I changed a little bit what I was doing there. I started to be more consistent. I started to put myself there, my face there, because I wasn't talking. I wasn't putting even a picture of myself there. And Reels helped a lot at that time. So because I was so determined to post consistently, I just tried all kinds of reels. I was making thrift with me reels, and I started doing those shed videos. I don't know if you are familiar with those. I was opening the door of my shed where I store all my vintage stuff, and I was picking orders. You know how Nick does the videos on YouTube, but reel format, very short. And for some reason, those reels took off, and those were the reels which brought me most of my followers. So yeah, I think it was just luck and consistency.
Consistency, yeah. That's the key to everything, isn't it, really?
So do you sell a lot to your viewers then? Is that a big part of your business model now?
Yeah, I think it is, because on Etsy you couldn't actually see in the past who your buyer were, but then they did that share and save thing where you could see if a sale was made through one of your links. It shows there, like it has a green thing. So I was starting to see that over half of the orders were through my link. So that's when I realized that it was my followers from Instagram. And yeah, I think most of my buyers are now people who watch me either on Instagram or on YouTube. I don't rely on SEO. I'm not good at that.
I get so caught up with that. Like I've just stopped thinking about it now, because it just, yeah, we had a Wix website for a while, and they were constantly like talking about SEO and doing this and doing that, and it's just weighing my brain down. So
Yeah.
I just get on with it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so hard, and even on Etsy, because their algorithm, they prioritize listings that sold many times, but with vintage, you can't sell it more than once unless maybe you have a set of 6 and you sell them individually. Yeah, because the algorithm, if it sells once, then it bumps that listing, and it's so hard with vintage. So yeah, I think it's equally as hard on the website. I don't know. I didn't even look into that. It's just, I feel too old for that.
I think what you've done well is to play to your strengths, which is your following on social media.
Yeah.
And turning that into a big part of your business, which is weirdly what happened to our business. That evolved without us really forcing it. It's just become a significant part of our business. We'll do a haul, and people will just message us on Instagram and say, I'd really like that, whatever Nick had last week, and it just works for us. And it wasn't forced, and we don't manipulate it. It just happens, and that's grown with our channel. So that's been a big win for us.
There was a video that you made that was a little thing that you said that made us both laugh out loud, when you were worried about you'd stopped doing your what sold videos because some people had been critical about you selling to followers, etc. And then you said something like, but I know that most of you are okay with it because you understand how business works. Just like high five.
Yeah.
Well, you found this clearly. We get criticized no matter what we do, so we just carry on doing what we do, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I brought up Ian's question quickly. Does Angela sell at vintage and antique fairs? Have you tried that?
I've never sold at any of these vintage or antique fairs, but I've actually booked a pitch for a fair in December, so excited about that.
Well, we did a couple, as you may be aware. The first one we didn't sell much. We covered our costs, but not much more. Second one was amazing. So, right.
I actually loved watching that one, and it's so encouraging. So yeah.
And there were so many stalls there, but we still sold loads of stuff. We made over 300 on the day, and it was, for us, a really good result.
Yeah, I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
Online, I don't sell, I never make that amount of money in a day. So I think it's worth it, even if you have to, carry all those things all the way.
Yeah, it was quite a lot of work up front, packing, labeling, pricing.
Yeah. Deciding. I think I would overthink what I should bring there. And
yeah, I did a bit of that. And I spent quite a lot of time going through all the boxes because everything's still packed. And like just cherry picking and pulling stuff out, putting stuff back, and just decide the way I did it, and the way because we're going to do another one on the 5th. So I just try to curate it so that it looks, you're grouping things together that look good together, and hopefully then people's eyes will be drawn to it, and hopefully that's the reason why it worked.
Yeah, I think how you laid it out worked really well. It looked really good. We had so many comments on that video about how it looked, and I think that's what that's what your strength is, right? Making things look great. That's not me. Really. I was going to ask about that. When you do this vintage fair, are you going to go on your own, or will your partner be involved? Will he help out with that side of it?
We don't know yet. He said that he will try to take the day off from work and at least help me set up.
Yeah.
He's not really into this kind of things that I do, but he always helps me and supports me. So yeah, I think it will be mainly me there.
Yeah, because the setup was a lot of work, and coming backwards and forwards to the car and having to leave your stuff while you go back for more. So with 2 of us, that was relatively easy. I was just wondering how you would manage that.
Yeah, and also his car is larger than mine. I couldn't fit a lot of stuff in my little car, so yeah, I think he will need to take the day off.
But you said there, so generally he's not really involved in the vintage buying and selling?
No, he just helps me. So he helped me when I had to set up my booth and things like that. Sometimes if something sells online and I have it in my booth, I need to go there and bring it home to pack it. And sometimes I would send him and he calls me, what was that thing again? He's not really, he doesn't, yeah.
How does he feel about the YouTube and the social media? What's his thoughts on that?
He's amazed. Like that I was able to grow that, especially the Instagram, because my YouTube channel is not that big at the moment. But yeah, he's like, I think he wouldn't do it. He's not like this to put himself out there. And
right. Yeah, well, it's not for everybody, certainly.
No.
I'm going to read a little bit, catch up in the chat for a moment, if that's okay. David says, I'm looking for a shop premises, but for storage and open to the public. I've got my eye on a church hall on a small Scottish island.
Oh, wow.
Sounds so romantic and out in the middle of nowhere. David also says, vinyl is my biggest seller. I buy new and 70s vinyl. Awesome. Okay.
Well, can we just give Lainey's comment a shout out, because we're doing a charity channel hop to raise money for the Stroke Association at the end of, it's the 24th of October. So have you heard anything about this, Angela?
No.
Because then my next question is, would you like to take part? Because what we're doing is each YouTube channel will give over like half an hour of their time. It depends how you feel, because I know you've only done.
Can you please tell me everything again from the start, because
So it's a charity channel hop. So basically, everybody's hopping onto each other's channels. Okay. So it will start, say, with Lainey, and then we will join her channel. Is that how it works, or is she going to join us?
So is it like lives?
So you have half an hour slot, but then somebody joins you, and then you join someone else, and then you go off and they join someone else, and so it's a bit.
Sounds very complicated, but I mean, yeah.
Imagine it's a live stream, but it travels around lots and lots of channels for like a whole evening to raise money for charity.
In that half an hour of live stream, I would just some sort of like offer things for sale.
No, you don't have to do that. You can do anything you like. You can just have a chat with the person that's on your channel, and then with the person whose channel you've hopped onto. You can just do that, or you can do anything you like. You could do a quiz.
Yeah, well, since it's for charity, you need to raise money, right?
It's all just to raise money, yeah.
Okay.
So it's encouraging people to donate to the Just Giving. We're doing an auction on our Sunday live, and there will be a raffle which Lainey's doing. So
but we can talk about that after.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I would say that and give what Lainey said a shout out, because I wanted to remind people that was happening and see if anyone else wanted to be involved.
And for some context, we lost a good friend of ours to a stroke earlier on this year, so we're raising money in his memory. That's the big idea.
I saw that video. I'm sorry.
Yeah. This was one of my questions, actually, Tara, as well. What are your favorite vintage items to pick up to sell? What are your favorite to pick up for your home? Oh, yeah, interesting.
Well, the answer for both of those are art. And it's always hard to decide what I will sell and what I will keep, because, I love art. And most of the times I end up selling them because I don't have that much space. You know how UK homes are tiny. So art and needle points, brass, mainly because, I like how they look, but they are so easy to ship as well. So that's always a bonus.
Yeah, they don't break.
They don't break.
Yeah. You don't have to put a lot of...
Andrea loves to buy glass
I
and,
know.
and tea sets,
Glass,
and then I
yeah.
have to.
No.
Glass and pottery. I'm trying to move away from the tea sets. I get drawn to them. I'm like, no,
Just buy
no.
glass and wood,
Same.
wooden things.
Yeah, wood.
But I just love pottery, and coloured glass is my new thing that I'm just really drawn to.
The heart ones, what the heart wants.
Luli says you paint fantastically there.
You do.
Thank you.
This is Leslie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, lovely to see Angela. I hope issues with USA shipping have been resolved. Now that was you were quite worried about that for a while.
Yeah, because a lot of my buyers are from the United States, and with the new tariffs, it was quite a problem because the shipping companies didn't know in the beginning what they will do about it. And it was that rumor that they will charge a flat fee. They can charge a flat fee of $80, no matter of the value of the parcel. And that worried me because I didn't want the buyer to be charged that much.
Yeah.
Obviously, no one would have paid that. And I had to deal with a lot of return parcels. So I had to stop shipping to the United States for a while. But then Royal Mail introduced this thing where me as the sender, I can pay those custom fees up front when I buy the shipping label. So the only thing that I had to figure out is how to collect those fees from the buyers, which I couldn't figure out. So I just chose to absorb it and just pay it myself rather than just miss out on those sales. It made more sense to me.
Yeah, it was so confusing at the time. I think GSP is back. It's got America back on it now, right or not? Because we used global shipping program on eBay to do our international.
I don't know. You said that the other day. You thought it was.
I don't know. You have to let me know in the chat if GSP includes USA. At the moment, I'm not up to date.
But yeah, I was going to actually ask you about this because America is like one of your biggest markets, isn't it? So you were particularly worried about losing America because it was a large chunk of your business.
I think because, as we talked before, a lot of my buyers found me through Instagram. You never know how the algorithm decides to push your reel, who your audience will be. And it happened that a lot of my audience are from the United States. And that's how I ended up having a lot of US customers.
Tommy, hi Tommy. We all know vintage is a wide umbrella that holds many different eras and evolving cultures. Do you have a favorite time period to either buy for yourself or your business?
Good question.
I like the antiques from the late 1800s. But yeah, not necessarily. I'm not really, I know that it's very trendy right now, mid-century. I'm not really into that. I like older things, like, I don't know, I like Staffordshire dogs, for example, old Staffordshire pottery. But also I like brass, which is not something that is that old. I like tapestries and older things in general, art, as I said. But I think it's more a style than an era that I like.
Yeah. And you can definitely tell that with what you buy, and just to look at your antiques booth, you can tell what your style is immediately and what you like.
Yeah.
Right, see if there are any other questions. Anne says, have you ever sourced vintage from other countries?
No. I wish I could go. Maybe I will go in the future to France. I know a lot of UK people go to France to source there, and Belgium, but I've never been. Because, as I said, I'm mostly on my own and I have young kids. We would have to go together as a family of 5. Where would I put all the things? I can't leave them at home and just go me and my husband. I wouldn't go by myself because, it feels scary to go all that way alone. Maybe in the future when I'm older.
Yeah. You'll have to buddy up with another vintage seller or something and go on a girls trip, or
you should arrange a group of you.
Maybe we should. Maybe
Yeah.
we should. We'll
Yeah,
arrange
I would
a
love to.
vintage sellers trip to France.
We can get
Imagine the videos.
Yeah. Well, that would be our excuse. We have to
Yeah.
make content.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can, claim the tax because it's a business trip.
Yeah.
You can get a ferry to France from Dover, just down the road from
I know.
us.
Yeah, we're very close now.
Right?
Yeah.
Make a day of it. There you go. Solved.
Yeah, I think we'd have to have a couple of days,
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if I've
Yeah,
got any
well,
questions
here's
left.
a question that you do have, and Will's asking it. Does Angela have any advice for anybody starting out buying vintage items?
Yeah, as we said before, just don't pay too much before you're sure that you can actually sell that thing for that amount of money. I just use Google Lens to see if you can find any comps online. I do that all the time, even now when I'm not sure about something. And with time, you will know what sells, and you won't even need to look them up online because you've sold them before, or maybe not that thing, but something very similar. So you get more confident. When we just start out, just look at other resellers, look on Pinterest to see what kind of things are trending and what people actually like to buy and decorate their homes with. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we would agree. Certainly when you're starting out, if it's cheap, just buy it, take a chance.
Yeah.
And learn from the cheap items. If you're spending £5 or £10, if you've got your phone, look it up. I still look things up all the time if I'm not sure.
Yeah, me too.
There's nothing wrong in looking it up. We don't all know everything, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, look it up. Absolutely.
I kicked myself at the last boot sale. When we were selling, I went to take our dog for a walk round, and one of the tables, she had a set of TG Green. I'm not sure how old they were, but it was a pattern I'd never seen before. It was like a blue abstract pattern, and it was a set of 4 canisters, and she only wanted £12. So I walked away to look it up because I didn't want to look obvious.
And then, I don't like to do that.
And then I thought to myself, I shouldn't really be buying stuff, and I didn't bring a bag with me, and all the excuses. Took Jeff back to the car, said I'm just going to go and see if they're still there. They weren't. No, they were gone, and then I did regret it.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing haunts you like the vintage that you didn't buy.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
So Simon, thank you. GSP
RJ
to the USA is back on again. Oh, thank you, RJ's World. Right, yeah, I thought it was. I just wasn't sure. I didn't want to give out false information. Okay.
Right, looking for some more. Oh,
yes.
Doug and Tony.
The caveat with the USA thing, you have to have the country of manufacture on your listing. I remember this conversation I had with somebody now.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can't import it to the USA unless you're declaring where it was made.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug and Tony met you at Newark Fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
I met them there.
Yeah.
It was funny because I just recognized their voices. We were at the same stall looking, and they were talking together. Actually, I think they were filming for YouTube, and I recognized their voices because I watched them on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Tom and Terry. No, yeah. Apparently Doug and Tony met you as well. Do you remember that? They said we first
I don't know
when she bumped into Tom and unless they mean
I don't know. Maybe I sometimes I can't remember names, and
I'm not sure. Maybe they mean something different.
Maybe that's when they first saw you online.
Oh, maybe
yeah, because they
okay.
Tom and Terry are so lovely. When we first met them and we made a video together, they were the most welcoming, friendly couple I've ever met. They would hopefully they're going to come and visit here.
Yeah.
And we can show them around Ramsgate and the antiques booth and all of that. It'd be great.
And I think you also sell similar stuff. You have similar taste in vintage with the mid-century.
Yeah, I think so too. It was funny when we were charity shopping together, and I said, they were busy looking at jewelry, and we went off and looked at a few things. And then when they went to go and look, I said, oh, let's see whether they look at the same things.
Yeah.
It's a test.
They were picking out all the same stuff that you picked up.
Yeah.
I must say hello to
Funny.
Ian. We're hoping to get Ian on soon. We have a few guests lined up now. We're actually getting organised for once in our life. So we are penciling people in. So I can't wait to catch up with Ian soon. Right, Leslie says, I would love to go to France to source antiques and vintage. Who can drive a van? Okay, shall I drive a van?
Yeah, you do that.
I'll just be the taxi driver for you lot.
Yeah.
Right, there may be a plan for me here.
Might be.
What does sourcing vintage mean? We talking bric-a-brac, if you like, Ian?
Yeah. I've had a lot of these comments on my Instagram reels, like, oh, that is car boot sale junk. Oh, that is, but people have no idea how much these things can be worth.
Yep. Yeah, people can get very snobby about the things we pick up.
Oh, they do. There was one particular guy who resold, who'd been doing it for years in Norfolk, and he went to every jumble sale and everything. And he just kept following us around and going, oh, I don't buy that cheap charity shop tat.
Yeah.
It was quite
some
amazing.
of the rubbish he was picking up was just, right.
Well, in our opinion.
Yeah.
We just buy what you want to buy. It's
It just amused us.
Angela is gifted with the art. I subscribe to her channel. Love the guests on Sunday night in the Tat Cave. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Hang on a minute. Drop the kids off with Nick. This is all going wrong now. I'm not offering a babysitting service.
Well, they are not that young, so they are 8, 9, and 11. So
wow, even more.
I think you can handle.
And what do they think about what you do?
Yeah.
Well, they're fine. I think they appreciate the fact that I have the flexibility to do things with them when they need me to. I never miss school production and the school picnic and these kind of things. And I asked them once if, don't you mind all the mess? Because you can imagine there's mess all the time. Yes. And they, no, we don't care. Okay. I'm glad.
Kids will get used to anything. Our daughter has lived her whole life with this sort of chaos, and she doesn't even see it anymore, does she?
Yeah. Sometimes they have friends over and they are like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's just my mom's vintage.
Yeah. So on that, you mentioned a shed before. So do you have storage at home? Is the shed where you put it all? Yeah,
it's just a normal garden shed where I store most of the things that can't get ruined by humidity. I keep the wooden things and the art and books inside. I have a few like IKEA cabinets, but I wouldn't have enough room in the house for all the things that I buy. So I use that shed for storage.
Do you have a dedicated room in your house?
No, it's just my living room. I wish I had a workspace.
Yeah, I don't have a dedicated space now. it's the living room for me as well.
I hope in the future, who knows? But at the moment it's just a living room.
Yeah.
So Doug and Tony said, no, we met her through Tom and Terry's video of Newark. Okay,
that makes sense.
Right. Okay, that confused me because they said we met you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Take a van to France and bring back cheap wine.
Well, both vintage and wine. I mean, what could be better?
This plan is evolving.
We have to keep people updated if we decide to do something.
Yes.
A couple of people mentioned that they liked your accent. Where is the accent from, if you don't mind me asking?
I am from Romania.
Right.
We moved here in 2019. I hope to stay here for the rest of my life, but you never know what life brings. When we decided to move here, we decided to do it for good. So it wasn't just, come temporary and then go back like most immigrants do. So now we own this house. We came with the plan. We said we wanted to. So for the first thing that we did when we came here. We put ourselves on the electoral list to improve our credit scores, and because we had the plan to be eligible for a mortgage in 3 years. So yeah, that's what we did.
That's the way to do it. Have a plan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have to manifest it.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Jolly Girls Outing. It's even got a name now.
It does. I like this. We need a Del Boy van.
Take 2 vans. Right. Calm down, everybody. It's just an idea. Excellent. So do you have, talking about having a plan, what are your plans for your business? Does it just evolve naturally, or do you think ahead and have a big plan in your mind?
Yeah, just I know what direction I want to go in. So I think I would like to sell more in person, because I'm so, how tiring packing can be, packing orders. And also to source things that are easier to ship. So I'm trying to stay away from large pieces of art, because that can be a nightmare especially if it has glass. And yeah, if that person decides to buy a large piece of art and something like a mug, then it becomes even harder to pack those things together. So I'm trying to source things that are easier to ship, and to grow my YouTube channel. And maybe I would take another booth in another antique center. And if the market goes well in December, maybe do more markets. That's what I would like to do in the future. But you never know.
Well, you have to try everything, and that's kind of what we've done. We've been doing this now for 23 years.
Yeah.
And we've kind of tried everything. We've had high street stores, we've rented little warehouse space, we've specialized in clothing, in Lego, and we've kind of just grown into what suits us.
Yeah.
And I think you're just in that process of working out what you want your business to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Flippin' Maggie says we could do a Laura Caldwell and get a coach. This is growing by the minute. Anne says, what's been your experience with sourcing at auctions? With colder months coming, is it harder to source at car booths?
I've never been to car booths in winter, because I think there's just one in my area that goes on for the whole year, every month. And I've never been to that one in winter. So in the winter, I only source at charity shops and at auctions, but I buy at auctions even in summer. It's just very addictive. My experience with sourcing at auctions, I overpaid sometimes for things that were damaged, because I never go to see them in person. That feels like a waste of time for me. So I just look at the pictures and I assume that they are perfect, and most of the times they're not. So make sure if you want to buy at auctions that you go and see the condition of those things, or the size, because I bought art that were I don't even know where to put it in my booth, let alone sell online. So that would be my advice if you want to buy at auctions. And just make sure that the auction house is not too far from you, because then you will have to go and collect them. So and set yourself a limit. Look at the catalog before, and just think before how much you would make sense for you to pay, the maximum, because it's easy to get carried away when people are bidding, and then you realize that you paid too much.
We haven't bought at auction for quite a while. In the early days, we bought quite a lot at auction. My big tip is to understand the fees, what's going to be added on, because the hammer price most times is not what you pay. There will be fees, there may be VAT.
Yeah.
So get in your head the calculation to work out what you're actually going to pay. That's my big tip, because we know people getting caught out by that.
Yeah, most auction houses have 20 or 25%, something around that, on top of the hammer fee.
So if you're buying expensive items, those fees really become significant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a lead to plug the laptop in?
I don't. We've got 10%. I'll go and find a charger. Right.
We might vanish.
I just going to highlight this. Do you remember Drew Pritchard?
Yeah, he's given up now. Well, not given up, but he's not on telly anymore, is he?
Yeah, Salvage Hunters. I remember that. Oh, he went over to France. Yeah, that would be fun. Simon says, is there a market for selling online for vintage and breakables? Live selling. Well, we've done it on YouTube, haven't we?
Yeah. We tried a little bit on Whatnot. That didn't go so well.
I'll go and get the charger.
Mugs did. Mugs went really well. But I think that was just to you guys. Because, yeah. I don't know. Would you try live selling?
I don't know. I think this is more popular in the United States. I've never seen anyone doing it here in the UK, like live sales.
Well,
where? On Instagram or where?
eBay live selling has just started. They're not doing vintage homeware or anything like that yet. It's mostly clothes and like collectibles and that sort of thing. We're hoping to try it with some of your toys and games and things like that.
eBay Live.
Yeah.
We're having an onboarding hopefully next week to get set up, because we did apply to do eBay Live and the computer said, no, you can't.
No.
So we've spoken to some people at eBay and they've said, yes, you can. So, yeah.
So we're going to try that. And I will try homeware, but I don't know how well that will do. In my experience, it hasn't done well before. Not on Whatnot, and I don't know.
I need to set up an extension lead. Sorry.
Sorry. It's like comedy. To me, to you. Right. Another question from Will. Is there a link to Angela's website and YouTube channel? I didn't link your website, but I did link your YouTube and your Instagram in the description box below the video.
Thanks, Andrea.
So I assume there will be a link to your website.
Yeah, I have a link tree in my Instagram profile, and that takes you to my website and my YouTube channel.
Do you have a link to your website under your YouTube videos as well?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Where's that not charging?
I don't know.
We're going to fall off air if this doesn't. Yeah.
All right, let's try again.
Go and plug it.
Push. There we go. Oh, that's weird.
What's going on?
Sorry. Okay.
We've
Any
got
more
9%
questions?
left.
Oh, more ideas of our trip. You could get a small boat back from France and be put up in a luxury hotel.
Right.
Okay. Yay. We're charging. David said, I do that all the time. I bid online and then realize that the boxes are massive.
Yeah, we've never bought blind, as in not gone and viewed. We've always been and viewed.
I remember that was what I was going to ask you. Are you now taking your own advice? Do you go to look at it?
So when I have one of my booths, they also have an auction rooms there, and they sometimes do auctions. And when I go to restock my booth, I can go and have a look at those things. But if I buy from a different auction house, I still don't go and look. But some auction houses are better at describing if there are any faults. So yeah, sometimes that helps. I think auctions can also be good when you buy big boxes, even if they come with surprises. But the surprises can be good because they can have things that you wouldn't normally buy, but they have a lot of potential, and then it opens your eyes. Oh, these things sell.
Exactly. We've had that exact experience when we've bought a box of random and the auctioneer keeps going down and down. Then it's like £2 a box, and you just oh, okay. Yeah. And there's stuff in there that was quite good, and we learned about it. Yeah, that's a great way to learn. Sure. But you do end up with loads of crap you don't want.
Yeah.
So Ian asks what your YouTube channel name is.
Yeah, it's Angela's Vintage Shop. Yeah, I'm the same on Instagram, on YouTube, and even my website is angelasvintageshop.com.
Yeah.
The links for that are below this video, so you can find them.
Sharon says, an early wow. Collect things you love that are authentic to you, and then your home becomes your story. Yeah, my foot is on the mend. I'm getting there.
You're still limping about.
I'm still limping about, can't drive, and it's painful, but it's improving.
See, Blaney, I went through a phase of buying at auctions for myself, had a spreadsheet with all the fees calculated on it. Yeah, that's a good idea. So you can quickly look down. If I spend £50, I'm paying £10 in fees or whatever it might be. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Tomorrow says, the mug I bought to support you on Whatnot is now my favourite. Oh,
awesome. I heard you had to be VAT registered for eBay Live.
Yeah, well, that counts us out then.
Well, we've not been asked that question yet. That would seem a odd thing, an odd restriction to put in.
Yeah, because you can still run a business without being VAT registered.
We'll see. We will find out soon, because we're having I think Simon's having his onboarding soon as well, because he's been invited to be part of eBay Live. So we'll find out, because I don't think Simon is yet. Are you, Simon? I can't remember. VAT registered, that is. They sent me an offer for eBay Live, but I don't know anything about the starting categories. Shame it's all the same as Whatnot. Yes, it was toys and trading cards mostly. And I went on to try and find some live streams earlier today. All I could find was people selling Pokemon. That's where they're starting, and that's how Whatnot started.
I know. I wish they'd done something different.
I know.
But there we are.
Me too.
Deanie says, boring technical question, but Angela's photos are fab. What cameras or lights do you use?
Oh, it's just nothing fancy. I just use my phone. I just the spot where I take my pictures are by the window, and I always try to take pictures when there's good natural light outside, which is trickier in winter, and even now with these rainy days. But then I edit them in Lightroom, and I try to increase the brightness so that it reflects how the thing actually looks in real life. Because when you take pictures with your phone, things don't look like that in real life. So yeah, that's what I try to do. And Lightroom Mobile, I use it on my phone. It's free. I don't pay for it. And I recommend
that was a paid for thing.
No, well, they have you can go for the paid plan, but you can do the minimum with the free plan.
Okay. I have a technical question as well. What do you use for your thumbnails? Because I use Canva, and I'm assuming you use Canva.
Yeah. Also the free plan. I'm very cheap.
You just need to get better at using it, I think, because your thumbnails always look amazing.
Thank you.
I need to use something. My thumbnails are terrible. Lots of people like to remind me of this.
But there's just you have to put so much work into those thumbnails, and sometimes it's more stressful to do the thumbnail than the video, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the last thing I do. And by the time I've filmed, I've edited, and I'm rushing around to try and get it out, I can't be bothered with the thumbnail.
I know.
But that is potentially the most important.
It's important, yeah.
I know. Yes, somebody shared the name of your YouTube. Simon's just subbed. Good. The link is below to Angela's. I'm getting confused now with the name.
Somebody said earlier we'll get confused.
So please go and show some support. And the Instagram link is there as well.
Yes, I'm VAT registered, Simon says.
Your thumbnails are so bad, they are awesome. Yes. Yes. So we are getting near the hour. And as you may be aware, what we like to do at the end is end on a positive and get some words of wisdom, but not our words. They're going to be the words of the viewers. So they will put some in, we'll read some out. And then when we have a guest, you pick your favorite and we will end on a positive. So that's what we do at the end. So there we go. We've been talking for an hour already.
Yeah. I know. We said it would go quick, didn't we?
Always does.
So have you asked all of your questions?
Well, most of them were answered without me asking them. So I think we got there.
Cool.
Yeah.
We've just got a delay now while people put their words of wisdom
People
in.
are trying to think of something wise to say.
Oh, here we are. Oh, you were going to say something.
Well, while we wait for people to think of things to say, how are you enjoying YouTube, and what would you say to people who are thinking about getting into it?
I think you have to just enjoy it and do it just because you enjoy doing it, rather than thinking of earning something from it, because it can take a while to actually earn something from it. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind when you start. You have to know that it is something that you have to do it's something for the long run.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, talk about something you're
sure.
passionate about, because then it's easy and you enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I because I like talking about the things that I sell. It's not that I enjoy filming myself. I enjoy talking about those things and showing them. And that's why I enjoy making those videos. On Instagram, it's not the same. It's just very short and rushed. But on YouTube, you can go on forever. Oh, look at the details on this. And oh, this and it's just so amazing.
Yeah.
yeah, I totally
Yeah,
get
exactly.
that.
You can waffle on YouTube, and
Yeah, I know. Yes. So C. Blaney is in first with make sure you've got enough change before going live for cables handy.
Charge, it
Charge.
says. Did you say change?
Yeah, I did. I thought it said change. I thought it was going to be something about a boot sale or something. Oh, Simon says, have you signed up to hype the video? I didn't think, do you have to sign up? Because somebody said to me in my comments on my last video, oh, I hyped your video for you. And I went, oh, thank you, because I've done it to other people's.
What are we talking about here?
There's a new thing. I don't know if it's on desktop, but certainly on your phone. If you are watching a video on your phone, you can hype the video.
What, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No idea.
Now, I don't think you have to sign up. I think they had like a beta version of it, so only a few channels were like selected. But then I think now you can do it to any channel. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm always the last
I've done
to
it
know.
to a couple, and I don't know. I guess it makes a difference. Maybe it pushes the algorithm a bit or something, or I don't know.
I have no idea. Phil says a bargain isn't profit until it leaves the shelf.
Yes, I love this one.
I should learn this one.
Very true.
Fluffy Muffin, what happens in France will end up on YouTube.
What happens in France won't stay in France.
No, because everyone will be filming everything. Will, would you like to read Will's?
Yeah, loosely related to vintage. Wow. When you change, not charge, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. See, I can't read tonight, or most nights.
When you change the way you look at things,
the things you look at change.
Wow,
yeah.
I've heard that before, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. Learn the trends, but trust your gut.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
Yeah, don't just blindly follow the trends, because not everybody shops trends. And
yes. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like things like I think every season I hear that, oh, don't buy wicker anymore. That's going out. And there it is. It's still there.
Yeah.
People are still buying it.
And the trends change all the time. So
yeah.
Tamara, I love the paintings in the background. Simple as that.
Thank you.
Gigi says, it may sometimes feel like the universe isn't on your side, but usually it's just pushing you into your new path. That's your cup of tea, that type of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The universe doing stuff.
I love that.
Order is just chaos that finally paid rent. What? Interesting. Sometimes you have to let go to move forward. And Tommy, let go.
Yeah.
These are deep tonight.
I know.
over my head too. Yeah, I'd never heard of that hype thing.
Yeah, well, if you are watching a video and you do get a little button underneath that says hype this video, just click it, because it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
And it really helps the creator.
Maybe
YouTube lets you hype 3 videos every week without paying everything. Then if you want to hype more, I think you have to maybe be a YouTube premium. I don't know. You have to pay something if you want to hype more than 3. And they you would receive a number of points, you as a creator, as a YouTuber, per each hype. And this number is different for each channel. Smaller channel get more points and bigger channel get less. It helps with the algorithm. So it's like people are rating the video, the content, and then it helps YouTube know that it should be pushed in front of more people, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I assumed it was, that it would help with the algorithm and pushing the video out further.
That makes sense. So it's an interactive rating system.
Yeah.
I like this, therefore it's going to get pushed further.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So pianist Louise says, when you connect with people that could help your business grow, make the most of the opportunity, as you never know what could come of it. 100%. Since we've put ourselves out on social media and met so many like-minded people, it's helped our business in so many ways I couldn't even explain.
Yeah,
this sort of thing, just getting to know other sellers, it helps to inspire you, it makes connections. It's so positive.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah, and we've made so many friendships through it as well.
Yeah. Well, it's a lonely pursuit. You might find this because, I mean, you're not even working with your partner. You're on your own. You are the business.
Yeah.
So having these connections with other sellers, I found it so important. So I can talk to people about what I do and they're not instantly bored out of their mind because I'm talking about this stuff.
Yeah. And we face the same challenges, and sometimes we have to deal with the same kind of difficult customers, and we understand each other.
Yeah, exactly that. We've still got some coming in. Ian says, choose your driver wisely for your France trip. I'm available that week, just saying.
Well,
we may have a driver. But Ian, you're at the other end of the country, mate. You're almost in Scotland.
Okay. You can pick me up on the way.
The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Oh, I couldn't agree more. Oh, let's not get political. Excuses are IOUs you write to yourself.
Phil's full of them tonight. I think he's got a book in front of him.
Phil is full of them.
What is IOUs?
It's when, what's an IOU? If I borrow something off you, I owe you something back.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when you owe something to yourself, it does kind of make sense, doesn't it? An excuse is an IOU to me. I hope that makes sense. It sort of does. Lainey, trust your hunches. They are usually based on facts filed away in your unconscious mind. ASAP, allow space and pause.
It's good. Yeah.
I've never heard that before. It's deep as well.
Right, there we go. Was there one that stood out to you?
I think I would go with the practical one. The bargain isn't profit until it leaves the shelf.
Yes, that was good. Let me see if I can find it. There was so many tonight.
It was one of the first.
It was.
There you go. That one.
Where? There? Am I on it? Oh, it was Phil's.
Yes.
A bargain isn't profit until it leaves the shelf. Are you having a dig at me there, Phil? I mean, I've only got about 3,000 things on a shelf.
Does it count if they're in boxes?
I've got lots of things in boxes as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. That was a really
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
An absolute pleasure. And everyone who's here, if you can use the link and go over and subscribe to Angela, that would be amazing. Thank you again for joining us and spending the time. And thanks everybody at home for watching, all of your comments and messages. We really appreciate it. Do we have a guest next week? I believe we do.
What is next week? Oh, is it Master of Pieces next week?
I
think
can't
it might be.
remember what the order of events is.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is.
So we'll be back next Sunday, 8 o'clock again. Yeah, until next time. Thank you so much, Angela, for being with us.
Thank you.
Take care,
Have a
everyone.
good week, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Bye.